is an absolute honor and privilege to welcome some very special guests to our gathering. First, a heartfelt welcome to Sinet van der Merwe, who we are so glad to have with us today. A special welcome to Alan and Sherry Hepburn. Thank you both so much for your continued support, presence, and dedication to our community. We are so thrilled to welcome back Diego, a proud former student of Summit Academy. Diego, it is always inspiring to see our alumni returning and continuing to be a part of our journey. Finally, we are deeply honored to extend a warm, special welcome to Pastor Stephen from Hopelands Village. Pastor Stephen, thank you for making the time with us here today for an incredible work that you continue to do. To all our guests, thank you for being here, for your partnership, and for sharing in this day with us. Please make yourselves at home and enjoy this video.
Good morning. Thank you to the Summit Hope Foundation for extending invitation to help promote our small coastal town and exploring the contributions that can be made towards keeping Scottburgh beautiful. We are Alan,
Sherry.
We were invited to talk about Scottburgh and how it can be saved and how the youth can contribute towards it. Before doing that, let's explain to you where Scottburgh is. Scottburgh is situated more or less halfway between Durban and Margate, 58 kilometers from Durban. What makes it so special is the all year round lovely shorelines, warm water of the Indian Ocean, and the white sandy beaches, lush vegetation and magnificent rolling hills. Home to thousands of bird species and the sea life is amazing. We are in close proximity to Adderwell Shoal, a world-renowned diving spot where a variety of sharks can be viewed. We are blessed with the annual sardine run, which only takes place on the Natal South Coast or Wild Coast. It cannot be experienced anywhere else in the world. People holiday here and return year after year to enjoy the many beach activities Scottburgh has to offer, from deep sea fishing, diving, water sports, bodyboarding, and of course surfing. Scottburgh being rated as one of the top surfing spots on the ocean. Now, some of you may be sitting 700 kilometers away and wondering why we're telling you about Scottburgh. Firstly, we live here, and secondly, we love living here. We delve into how one's actions affect the ocean and having an impact on the life in the ocean. A simple straw, bottle top, polyester takeaway cup or cigarette butt dropped and not binned or disposed properly. Sadly, but true, garbage ends up in the ocean, traveling down streams and rivers into the lagoons and ultimately ending up in the sea. We all like to experience a clean beach with no litter. So it's our responsibility to look after our immediate environment, whether you're inland or on coast. Look after and keep the area around you, be it at home, be it at school, be it in your leisure spot, clean. If everyone takes care of the immediate environment, we will be able to save our environment for generations to come. Keep Scottburgh Beautiful is a community-driven, non-profit organization focused on keeping Scottburgh clean, greener, and more beautiful place to live, and dedicated to uplifting and enhancing the quality of life for everyone in the community, engaging with residents as well as businesses to contribute financially or giving labor towards cleaning up and keeping our town nice and clean. It is very similar to Tidy Towns, which is a concept on the lower South Coast. Saving Scottburgh requires balanced economic development, monitoring our water, preventing E. coli from entering our estuaries or entering the lagoons, eventually working its way back into the sea, which then affects the coral reefs. The youth can directly impact the ocean by shaping future conservation habits and driving ecosystem health. Local initiatives allow students to explore rocky shorelines and safe snorkeling. These experiences help youth understand marine life and the dangers of plastic pollution. turning classroom lessons into lifelong stewardship.
Yeah, ocean stewardship. Human beings impact the ocean by ditch the plastic usage, choosing reusable bags and avoiding single-use plastics, lowering ocean pollution. Swap bags, bottles and straws for reusable options. This keeps harmful trash out of the water. Choose safe skincare. Check your sunscreen labels. Avoid chemicals like oxybenzone, which can damage our reefs. Watch your carbon. The ocean absorbs heat and carbon dioxide from the air. Walk, bike, or use a public transport to lower your footprint. Eat smart. Buy sustainable seafood to prevent overfishing. Check labels to ensure your fish was caught responsibly. Clean up locally. Volunteer for a local cleanup in your community. Regular local beach cleanups and community outreach programs. Removal of pollution on the beaches. Bottle tops, cigarette butts, plastic containers like we've said, land up in the ocean and are detrimental to marine life. Last but not least, spreading awareness, educating our peers and families creates a ripple effect of sustainable, eco-friendly habits within coastal towns, with specific reference to our beautiful town, Scarborough.
So we leave you with this thought.
With every drop of the water you drink, every breath you take, you are connected to the sea, no matter where on earth you live.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good day. My name is Sanet van der Merwe, mother and wife of two very important men in my life, my son and my husband. I had the privilege to be asked to explain what the word hope means to me. Helping other people every day. My experience 11 years ago was one of a medical nature. Due to serious health complications, I came frighteningly close to losing my life. During my recovery process, my family was my rock, and suddenly the smallest things became priceless gifts. Even in my darkest moments, I discovered that hope was incredibly powerful. Hope gave me the strength to keep fighting and to trust that I was never facing my journey alone. I vowed that after the second chance at life I received from God and survived, that I would imply hope to my everyday life and to bless other people. To everyone listening to this message, whatever challenge you may be facing, never give up. Keep believing, keep moving forward, and be the difference in someone else's life. Take every day as a priceless gift. Thank you.
Hello everyone. When I was asked to speak, I honestly wasn't sure if I should. I kept thinking that maybe I wasn't the right person, that I didn't know enough, or that I would say the wrong thing, in a way that is exactly what I want to talk about today, the fear of failure. A lot of us wait until we feel completely ready before we try something new. We think we need more experience, more knowledge, or more confidence. But the truth is that confidence often comes after we take the first step, not before. I've learned that failure isn't always about getting something wrong. Sometimes it's simply being afraid to try because we don't think we're good enough yet. There have been challenges in my own life, including dealing with injuries and setbacks, and I've learned that progress is rarely perfect. You take small steps forward, make mistakes, learn from them, and keep going. For young people who want to make a difference in their communities, my message is simple. Don't wait until we think you're perfect. Start where you are with what you know and willing to learn along the way. The people who create change aren't always the ones who have all the answers. They're often the ones who are willing to take the first step even when they're unsure. Thank you.
Well, hello there. Such a privilege for me to share a little bit of our journey on the road in working in the charity sector. You know, people often ask me, why do we do what we do? And the answer actually is quite simple, because I need to just hit it right off the bat here, because every child in the sector that we work, rescuing abandoned babies, every child deserves to be wanted, every child deserves to be loved, and every child deserves the opportunity to discover their potential for their lives. So here at Hopelands, we rescue abandoned babies and vulnerable babies, and I just need to say that it is absolutely impossible to describe the emotions and the feelings when a little baby is put into our arms and that child has been left alone, abandoned, vulnerable, injured, whichever way you want to look at it. And those are the moments that really change a person. You know, running a charity or a non-profit like we do, it's really not just about the programs or the buildings or the budget. In our case, it's really just about people, babies that have been abandoned and that are vulnerable. Because, you know, every child has a name, except if they've been abandoned. In the case that we've had that, where a completely abandoned child was brought to us and they estimated the child's age medically, and no identification, a completely abandoned child, and we had to go through the process of naming the child. But generally speaking, you know, every child has a name, every child has a story, every child has unlimited potential. And, you know, I've learned that the biggest miracles that we've experienced, the biggest ones are not so spectacular anyhow. They just happen when ordinary people, like myself and my wife Sharon, were prepared to say yes. Are you prepared to say yes is always the question. As long as there's a yes, I'm prepared to help. Yes, I'm prepared to do something. You know, what is that yes? Maybe a volunteer on a Saturday, maybe a business that actually decides to partner with you, or even a family that chooses to foster or adopt a child, or a donor that is willing and understands and believes in what you are doing and is prepared to invest in what you are doing. I want to just say this, that one yes can change a child's life or a child's future. And, you know, this is really, this has shaped my vision for making a difference in the children that we have at our Child and Youth Care Center. So, you know, we can't do it on our own. And in the charity sector, that's where one needs to have collaboration with business or business leaders, collaboration in your local community, collaboration with churches in your local community, schools within your community, as well as a link or a collaboration with government. And we have, over the 3-year period that we have been running our rescue home, we've actually forged these relationships with these various entities that I've mentioned. You cannot do it in isolation. You need that working together, because businesses have financial resources and communities have the compassion to understand what you are doing, or within their community what the issues are. And charities or non-profits, they have the experience on the ground to deal, or the expertise to deal with whatever field they've moved themselves into. And you know, I've also learned that generosity is not measured in the size of the donation. Generosity can be measured in time. It can be measured in influence. And that is also a critical component. And working with abandoned or vulnerable babies certainly has taught me a lot of lessons, you know. And one thing that stands out is particularly babies and young toddlers is they're not interested in my title. But what they will remember is that they feel that I make them feel safe. Our home makes them feel safe. Is who actually believed in them and was prepared to carry them and hold them and celebrate milestones. You know, the first smile, the first tooth, the first step, the first birthday. Those milestones are so vital in the life of an abandoned or a vulnerable child. And that's what they remember. They also will remember who showed up consistently. So, you know, our hope is to build a world where fewer children will be abandoned. But, you know, I can't be a judge of that and when that will ever come to a fulfillment. You know, until that day comes, organizations like ourselves, we will continue opening our doors and we will take in one child at a time. I just need to encourage you to never underestimate the impact of one act of kindness or one act of compassion. Any one of those children that we have, any one of them can become a future teacher that could influence hundreds or thousands of other children. They could become a doctor in the local community, whatever. They can become an entrepreneur and employ people. They can become a parent and successfully parent. And there's such a wide scope of that. We will never know. You will never know the full impact of an act of kindness in this particular sector. So, you know, just like to share those few thoughts with you and hope that you would benefit from that and, you know, understand that together, working together is what is vitally important. Thank you.